this kind of roller coaster, I suppose, of, oh well, I can't sleep, therefore I'll take, sleeping tablets, or I'll take, something else to try and
Yeah.
help me sleep, which often isn't a.
One of the things that you mentioned, which is something that I am experiencing bad, that is sleep. So how does the cortisol and everything with all these things play into sleep management and your just general health? Because sleep, we've been told that sleep is incredibly important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, stress hormones are designed to kind of keep you awake and alert. That's one of the things that they're
Yeah.
there to do, is to keep you ramped up so that you're able to deal with threat. So if you're ramped up, how are you going to sleep? The way the body works is that as it gets dark,
Mm.
the pineal gland produces melatonin,
Yeah.
and it's the melatonin that helps you sleep. But
Yeah.
if you've got a battle going on in your system, it's a bit like, if you drink 12 pints of coffee a day, you're probably not going to sleep very well because you've got a ton of caffeine in there.
Yeah.
Well, if your body's also producing these other stress hormones, you're probably going to be staring at the ceiling quite a lot. And then people get onto this, what's the right word? This kind of roller coaster, I suppose, of, oh well, I can't sleep, therefore I'll take, sleeping tablets, or I'll take, something else to try and
Yeah.
help me sleep, which often isn't a very effective sleep or very deep sleep, the type of sleep that we need to get, because it's artificial in some way, shape, or form, because it's not, it's been done through drugs. And are wondering why they're incredibly stressed every day, because they're not sleeping, they're getting more stressed with whatever's going on in their lives, and they're just exacerbating the situation using other drugs to try and mitigate it. It's not rocket science. It really isn't.
And it's almost like a double-edged sword, really, because whilst you're suffering with the chronic stress
Mm.
and you're not sleeping, eventually that's going to become chronic fatigue.
Mm.
And they're just going to play off each other.
Absolutely.
So there's another stressing factor.
Yeah. And we won't get into the whole discussion around, because our brains function differently when we're
Fatigued.
particularly tired as to
Oh.
when we're well rested. We tend to, again, narrow our focus a bit more when we tend to be a little, or can be a bit disinhibited when we're particularly fatigued, which can have downsides as well. I don't want to dive into that too much, but bottom line is, we need decent sleep in order to regulate our stress levels. But if we are particularly stressed, we're not going to be able to sleep that well. And often people will try and then use alternative, sometimes extraneous substances in order to help them sleep, which can potentially exacerbate the situation sometimes.